Right behind me here in New Orleans, Carly built stately design from a dream to a reality. One custom design at a time, she's helping family members support their favorite players without ditching their style. There have been a lot of changes in leadership on LSU's campus recently. Something that's important for all of these candidates is that they have a love for LSU's unique culture. The Bayou Bandits once again proving to be the backbone of this team, while the offense is really still struggling to find their identity. The College World Series competition doesn't end when you leave the stadium. In fact, if you take a short walk across the street, there's an infamous pizza joint with a name you know all too well, having their own kind of fun for a greater cause. This is the first time since 2013 that both teams have entered the three-game series through the winner's bracket. A lot of unhappy fans after this Vanderbilt loss, and honestly, reasonably so. You've got people calling for as much as some coaching staff changes. Texas College is having their way with the Tigers this weekend. Texas A&M beating volleyball and football, and then today, volleyball fell to the Longhorns in a 3-set sweep. It may not look like it right now, but there was a downpour of rain at the end of this Southern Jags football game. It's kind of symbolic of how the program is doing as a whole. They're now 1-6 after falling to Prairie View 24-3. Fast forward today, Anthony Ianson, the pitcher who will be starting for the Fighting Tigers, is actually a California native, grew up just a drive away from UCLA, and actually grew up going to the game.
At first, I started with women's boutique clothing, and then I kind of realized I had a knack for sportswear and custom game day wear.
Right behind me here in New Orleans, Carly built stately design from a dream to a reality. One custom design at a time, she's helping family members support their favorite players without ditching their style.
Being a fan of your partner is the coolest thing ever, and it's like my little part of a game.
The Nussmeier family is one of the many high-profile clients Carly has worked with. She's also designed a variety of custom pieces for the Manning family and even made a dog jersey for former LSU outfielder Dylan Cruz. His partner Jane Carson was even repping a jacket during her interview.
And then she customized it using Dylan's City Connect jersey. So this patch is from the jersey, and then this is the back.
Carly's business has taken off in the past 2 years, but that momentum would almost come to a halt just a few weeks ago when her studio ceiling collapsed during her busiest time of the year.
And I was actually working on a wedding dress right here, and I had moved my dress form over not even 5 seconds before this happened, and I heard a crack. It brought me back to my roots because I had sewing machines on the kitchen table like I had in college.
Thankfully, Carly was able to get her studio revamped quickly with the help from someone who has been supporting her since the beginning, her dad.
I think to see where she can actually sketch out, say, a bridal event dress and then create it is amazing. I couldn't even think of how to start that.
Carly recently started making wedding pieces when she took on the task for her senior project. She even had her first pop-up at the Kappa Sorority House. Stately Design's impact is growing fast, and Carly loves being able to make people's special moments even more memorable and fashionable. For Tiger TV Sports, I'm Gia Picarella.
I love the game. I like getting into open space and just knowing no one could kiss me.
West Feliciana handed St. Michael their first loss of the season with the help of Saints running back Ian Hills. Hills racked up 159 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns in their 35-18 win on Thursday. First-year head coach Terry Miner believes this team's mental strength is their biggest asset.
Our slogan this year is "It's time," right? And this time is a mentality for us. But how we think about ourselves, how we think about our preparation is going to determine the thoughts and actions that we have during the game. So whenever we say it's time, that means that we're trying to lock into that specific moment. That's something that he embodies.
The talent seems to come naturally for Ian as he comes from an athletic family. But in 2018, a car accident left his younger brother with long-term injuries. So now Ian's motivation to play is bigger than himself.
I want him to look up to me and see that I can do anything. And so seeing that I can do anything, he can do anything also. And so I just want him to look up to me as a good role model.
Ian is a caring person, right? He's a guy that really wanted to root on other people. Just seeing the performance that he had, he always said, the things that drive me is my little brother.
Hill's character and leadership shines on and off the field. The Saints will have to embody those traits going into their matchup against Bruley on Friday. Covering high school football, I'm Gia Picarella, WBRZ Sports 2. It has been a long 2 weeks for this LSU football team, and they've endured a lot of changes. Now, something that is not new is this offense has struggled to produce touchdowns in the red zone. It was the third quarter. LSU had already settled for 2 field goals when Frank Wilson decided to put Michael Van Buren in, the backup quarterback, to hopefully open up this run game.
We knew there could be opportunities in the quarterback run game, and then at the back end, as they tried to bring closure to it, they would make it difficult to just sit in the pocket. And so we wanted to move him around and do some things. We thought that he gave us a chance to do those things. I thought he was solid. You know, there were some things that were obvious. You know, I'd like him to have 2 hands on the ball, you know, in the pocket, so we don't get that last one swatted away.
No matter who was leading this offense on the field, there was a lack of discipline on the line of scrimmage. That led to 7 offensive penalties, 5 of those being false starts.
You know, we miss assignments, and, you know, we have TFLs and offside penalties and stuff that just pushes behind the chain. So, you know, we got to clean up those things, and our offense won't start clicking until we do that.
While this offense has not progressed as many as expected throughout the season, this Bayou Bandits defense held an Alabama offense that averages 34 points a game to only 20. Here in Bryant-Denny Stadium covering LSU football, I'm Gia Picarella.